kind of discuss sports cards, everything. And, feel free to add the stuff, or comments or things that you agree or disagree with that we say. It's probably going to be a little outlandish, but Calvary, you got anything to say?
Just what's up, guys? Yeah, this is our first episode, so we're just gonna talk about everything: sports, fantasy sports, sports cards. Anybody got suggestions of stuff y'all want us to talk about? Hit us up and you know try and mention it in future casts. And let's get ready to rock and roll. I
What
got
do you want to talk about first?
well, we can hit up we talking about that ad. You remember that ad I sent you? I thought that was
Oh, is that the one with the card with the guy who's on Amazon like selling cardboard?
yeah. So I was scrolling through Instagram and I seen this ad for on Amazon. I clicked on it and it's like card coats, and basically just cut out.
This shit right here.
Yeah, yeah.
These cardboards with the card in it and then you ship it.
Yeah, they're called card coats, and they're cut to the size of your sports cards and stuff, so you can ship them, and it shows like a detailed instruction and stuff on how to, you know, package it up with them, and it's like $15.99 for a box of 100 of them or something. I was like, and first thing I thought of was just everything going through about like those commercials, like infomercials, like if they had an infomercial for it, like people just fumbling around with some scissors and stuff like that, trying to cut some cardboard, stabbing themselves and everything. So yeah, and I was just, I don't know.
Dude, we could come up with a good commercial for that, like infomercial. And we just have like the life alert lady that's like holding.
Yeah.
Like, I got my card cell, but I have to cut.
Right, like they fumbling around with a pizza box and stuff, like trying to cut some cardboard. And
Down.
yeah.
Yes, like I mean, how much were they selling it?
$15.99 for a box of I think 100, and I don't know. I was like, I can go cut some cardboard, throw that stuff on Instagram. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Um, but it showed like putting painter's tape around it and all that stuff, and I was like, it's not that hard to package some cards. It's not difficult at all.
Hustle though, man.
Yeah. I mean,
It's-
I ain't hating on them because they're making money with it, but it's just the people that actually fall for it that, I don't know.
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like if there's people that's lazy or dumb enough to buy it, because they don't want to cut their like more power to those people just feasting off them. Yes.
Yeah.
What was it? Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, survival of the fittest, exactly.
Just, hey, I used to say everything. Get out the herd, man.
Right. Yeah, so
That's
15.
what happens in nature, man. Like fucking, they just thin out the herd, man. The lions are gonna eat. Yeah, I think if they're making money off that, more power to them. I mean, God bless those people that are buying it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they need some help if they need help with cardboard. Like I said, I'll use old top loaders. I'll use like the little spacer cards that come in the packs. Use them or just cardboard. I have cardboard laying around all the time from boxes. Shoe boxes, stuff. Just cut up a piece and throw in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you with like the cardboard and shipping. Man, I had someone that bought like one of those like 99 cent auctions.
Yeah.
The guy like buy one came out like, but I don't believe, and this is kind of where I was going. I don't believe in throwing a card in an envelope, so I put everything like we'll ship in bubble mailers only,
Yeah.
like in my description. But this guy's like, well, I bought the card for $1.49, so you more to ship it. I'm like, I don't believe in just throwing a card in an envelope because of like pending or whatever. And it's just,
Right.
in my mind, it's just gonna be a nightmare. But it's like an option that eBay is doing now. I just don't believe in that, and I ended up canceling the order with him because he was persistent. I'm like, dude,
Yeah, I
And
said.
I do stick like and one he didn't like pay right away too, and it took like 5 days for him to like,
Yeah,
get a refund and stuff. He's like, send an envelope. I'm like, dude, I just don't believe in envelopes.
yeah. I
All
noticed.
everyone is on that.
I noticed that on eBay because I started getting a couple of them like that in the envelopes, and then I didn't realize that was an option like that eBay had it then, and I started looking on there and started seeing how it was like 90 cents for shipping or something, and it was because it was just being shipped in the basic eBay sports cards envelope, and yeah, it was crazy to me. So, but I think my streaming is actually lagging really bad. Not like
Mine's been
through.
smooth. I haven't had any.
Yeah, I think it's on my end, like through Twitch when I'm streaming through Twitch. So
You got like 19 million kids.
I know, man. Got an army of kids over here. So
But
let me.
I do um I do like eBay. I know there's certain things going on, and especially down with oh, like a week or two ago with the PWCC news of them bidding up, and then PWCC saying, well, they're just mad because we're gonna come out with a run or whatever.
Yeah,
Run auctions on their own, and the tips there. But I do I don't know. I do good off of eBay. I have no problems with them. I do. The only thing that I would critique with them is their payment system that they do now,
yeah,
where the PayPal and everything. I gotta get my money instantly, boom, out the door. Now, like I sold a Gronk Topps rookie Chrome Auto PSA 10, and I just sold 1,300.
oh yeah,
Uh, and I sold it on Wednesday. He paid Wednesday, and I still don't have the money. Like it takes like they say like usually like a day for that the funds to become available and
yeah,
go off. So you're thinking like 2 3 days. I'm like, dude, I should have this Friday morning, and we're going on Sunday.
yeah,
And I had some local card shows down here in Tampa that I wanted to go to. Well, I did go to, but I was going to use that money for for that. But it's just that payment system is just so irritating how the funds are held.
yeah. Because
And
they,
in addition to it, they have the funds held, and then they become available and they ship them off. Like I wish like you could use that money for payment, that was available funds for payment if you're going to buy something else.
right.
I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I've always thought that too because I remember before they switched to that, like if you were in if you had a PayPal and you were just starting or something on eBay, something like that, like they would hold the funds. And I always thought too, I'm like, can they not release the funds like to use for shipping and stuff like that to get, to buy shipping and, packaging and stuff for it. But you'd have to wait like 2 weeks almost if you were just beginning on eBay. But now I've seen, like you were saying, how you got to wait on it, and then you also got to wait like another 3 or 4 days after they finally receive it before they transfer it to your bank, right?
Yeah, that's what happened. Like so they received it, then it takes a day for them for it to become it's like processing. Then it takes a day for it to become available.
Yeah, and then once it's available, you got to wait.
So once it becomes available, it's like it takes another day for them to send it off to your bank, and then you have no money showing on eBay in your payments, and then it takes like a day from that for it to hit your bank. Like I really haven't had any problems besides that. So it's like technically 3 days to get my money. But this last one for that Gronk like card I just sold, like I'm still waiting on that. I should have had it Friday.
Yeah.
God knows when the hell I'm gonna get it. Like it's just a nightmare. I just liked how PayPal and all them were it was seamless.
Right.
That's kind of like my only critique with that. But who knows? I mean, I'm still fucking maybe one of these years. Whatnot will. I think I've been 2 months waiting for them to approve me.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm still waiting to get approved on there too.
Two people that signed up like 2 days ago, like your buddy there.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, I seen that. He posted his approval link or whatever showing that he was approved on whatnot, and I messaged him asking him, I was like, how long it take you to get approved on there? And he was like, 2 days. And I was like, damn. I said, I got a buddy that's been waiting, 2, 3 months for it. I said, it's been like a month since I applied for it. But he says probably because he has a big following and has been breaking for 4 years and stuff too. So I
I
remember,
think it is. So I don't know if you heard of this, but they're doing a collector down in Tampa next weekend.
oh yeah,
Kind of like a national,
right,
and it's gonna be pretty good. But like Mealy Pops and all that, Red Beer Sports Cards, Tampa, like Mealy's out of Gainesville. Um, they're the ones that are gonna be running it,
yeah,
and they have like Antonio Brown, they have I think Wander Franco, a couple other people are gonna be doing signings there.
yeah.
But I don't know. Are they? I know Dallas was just down there last
That,
weekend, right?
no, they got it's going on right now.
Right now.
Yeah, it's this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, we had too much going on this weekend, so I wasn't able to go get in it.
I mean, yeah. So I got the VIP access for that collector's con, and I didn't do a table or anything. Like I just like going around and trading
Yeah,
whatever. But so Friday, the show starts Saturday and Sunday, but Friday with the VIP, um, I get the early entry, so from 4 to 9 that night, I get to go. Like, and only people with VIP access that night.
yeah,
Then Saturday, I'm not sure if I'll go or not on Saturday, but Saturday night we're doing a trade night. But this is pretty sweet. They actually rented out. It's like a cruise company down here.
uh huh.
They rented out a boat, so they're actually doing trade night on a boat there. And then so I get with that VIP experience, I get access to that, and then
Oh wow.
Sunday as well. So I'm looking forward to this. Is the first one, and they're going to try to make it. They said quarterly down here.
Yeah.
On how this goes, so I think it could be a good event. Man.
I seen somebody else on I think it was on Instagram having a trade night thing over in Chicago, and I think it was like $10 a person or something for the trade nights or something to go up there, and everybody just sits around tables. They have different tables and stuff where you can go sit at, and everybody just takes their stuff. There's no like displays and stuff. You just go up there to do trades and stuff. So I was like, that'd probably be pretty cool. Just have like a big ass group together trade night.
Yeah, and I think that's what Sports Collector or Ohio Sports Collector. He's well known. He did his own shop or he's been doing a long time, but that's what he wanted to do. He was wanting to make it his shop like a place where you just come and hang out, like do trade nights there
Yeah.
and stuff like. I'm actually happy like that. This boom got so many people back into the hobby, and I'm not talking about the flippers that are shooting people up in a target.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about like just people just kind of reconnecting and like you're seeing a lot of that now, like more like card shops and card shows and things of that nature locally and
Yeah.
just I've met good people like even yourself, through this hobby and your kids or whatever, they're gonna probably enjoy it. Something you can do with them. It's just
Yeah, my
it's
son,
like
my,
an
my
investment as well.
my son's sort of into it, and then my youngest daughter, she gets into it a little bit. My wife even enjoys it, to a point, and I remember she was with me one day. We were out in a Target parking lot. We had just bought like a small black. This was before the flippers, and we're sitting out in the Target parking lot with a box of Optic basketball, and we pulled a gold Don Russ Optic signatures, gold signatures, Dirk Nowitzki 1 of 10 autos, and
Out of a retail?
yeah, out of retail. I was surprised as hell because whenever we hit, I was like, oh shit, I was like, whoa,
Sure.
and it happened to be my favorite, other than Jordan, favorite basketball player, Dallas Mav and everything, and She was excited. I was excited. I ended up selling it later on, but kept it for a couple years, and then sold it. But and I got it graded too, graded to Gem Mint. So it was a nice little. Probably would have been a lot more after if I would have waited till after the flipping craze.
I think we all had it, but like how fast those prices shot up in that initial surge.
Yeah,
Like someone, people have been around the hobby for. I was like, oh shit! Like, okay, this is time to sell, reinvest that money.
yeah,
But, I mean, it's the same thing. Like I bought I had the '93 foil Derek Jeter,
uh huh.
Beckett 8.5.
The
I got it for $200.
the SP foil, right? The SP.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
foil. Yeah, and I bought it for $200 before, obviously, and my that initial surge, like it doubled, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sell this because that's a huge dump. Get my money back. There's
yeah,
200 pounds, um, and kind of playing with house money on that. And I'm a Red Sox fan, so I don't really care about Yankees.
right.
I just saw the price point. Like, with him, eventually, going in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
And stuff, like that card would jump. And I was thinking maybe around like 400 or whatever at the time when I bought it.
yeah. Now it's ridiculous.
Yeah, now it's whatever, but obviously the market's cooled off a little bit for the team.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think we all had those stories.
yeah,
And I think this is just like the stock market where these cars are right now. It's like you come off of a hot market in the stocks, you'll take like a 10 to 20% like decline, like a cooling off of it.
yeah.
It
Exactly.
finds its base, and you get up in the whatever, and then it continues up.
Yeah,
You know, after it might take a couple months for it to find its base, and I think it's going to continue the trend because what I've seen selling on eBay in this past couple weeks, like people are starting to be active again buying, and if you look at the market from last year to this, uh, I'll say last year, that around week one, that's when that market went like pretty much straight up.
yeah.
So
I,
the same is setting up the same way too right now.
yeah, definitely. I was reading an article just this past weekend, maybe like Monday or Tuesday, something like that, about eBay. They came out. It was an eBay article saying that
Yeah.
in the first since the beginning of the year, they've sold more cards in the first 6 months than they sold all of 2020. Just here in 2021, I think they sold more in the first 6 months than they did all of last year. And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just, but I mean, it's good for the hobby. Hope, like you said, I hope the prices come back. To reality. Not to where it's going to be like junk wax era or anything like that, but to where it's not just you know uh flippers and stuff like that can afford cards and stuff. Because right when it surged, I was like, man, kids can't even buy a pack of cards, because it's ridiculous. Where
Yeah.
you can't eat a blaster box, you can't find one, you can't find any in the stores, really, any packs. And if you find any online, it's like packs are like $20-$30 going just for one pack. A pack of Prism or something like that. And you could go buy, a fat pack or something like that, or those little combo packs at Walmart where it was like 3 or 4 packs in a little hanger pack.
Yeah, I mean, my nephew around Christmas time last year, like right before that, he started getting into Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, and my other nephew's like, he's just too young to understand cars and stuff like that. But when I was started getting into it, so around Christmas time, I was made it a point to I was up visiting New York and my family for Christmas to go to the Walmarts and Targets because it's a small town, so the only Starbucks and I need my coffee in the morning is in the Target. So I
Right.
go through there like every morning to get one and just look, and there's like nothing. And one morning I came across, I think it was at a Walmart. This time it was like I was just walking to the register. I didn't even look at like checked out. I was walking out. Now I didn't even look at the card section because they're like you said, everything's been depleted. And I just happened to look over and I see the Elite Trainer box, Champions Path.
Yeah.
trainer boxes, and I was like ran over, I grabbed all four of them right off there, and that was my nephew's one of the nephew's Christmas presents right there. But it was just dumb luck.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, man. I mean, the good thing about where we live in Florida and Texas, no one's gonna really spark up and fight out at a Target because everybody's got that carry permit, baby.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, that I mean, you didn't really see that here in Texas either, cause it's the same thing here.
So, like, you saw people sprinting to like this section.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I remember I went in one day. This was right when it started getting real bad, and they started kind of limiting, one box per customer, stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I went up there one day, and they had them all behind the customer service counter at Target, and that's not even while we were there. We were just there shopping. I was like, well, let me go see if they got any. All they had was a couple of top soccer, and a few Pokemon boxes, and I grabbed like a box of the soccer, and then I grabbed one of the Pokemons for my daughter, and they're like, no, you can only get one. I was like, oh, you can't get like one of each, They're like, no, you can just get one. Period. I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
Well,
damn.
I've seen this before too. You probably had your daughter buy one. I know she's young.
She wasn't with us at the time, so it was like, and then they seen my wife with me, so I wasn't gonna try, and we were both standing there.
I remember when they had their whole like probably cousins they never seen before.
Right. Hey, meet me at Target so we can run in there and buy some car.
Yeah. How it is, but I mean, it's you have to think, man. Like, good hobby having these many people interested in it because for years, like, obviously we've been doing it a long ways, but for years, like, you could go into a card shop and say, hey, could you order me a box of this or a
Yeah.
case of this? And yeah, no problem. Now it's like
Yeah,
whatever, but
$1,300 a box
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, but that's one of those. I'm gonna say bad for the hobby, like when there's no really demand
Yeah.
or anything. Like that's where these prices and take off. Well, I mean, if you establish yourself or your interests or your hobbies, if you're to make money in the long run, like just investing in like the great athletes or whatever.
Yeah.
Anytime a rookie cards come out or whatever, like the new series, no matter what sport it is, that's always more of the gamble.
Yeah, it's boom or bust on them because you never know.
And so speaking of rookie cards, who you invested in this year?
I think
Football.
I'm gonna go with Najee Harris. I like him. Quarterbacks.
Being a Cowboys fan, you're going with a Steeler guy?
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm just a fan of the NFL, but yeah, Cowboys are my team. But and it's crazy because as much a diehard Cowboy fan I am, my favorite all-time player ever is Curtis Martin. Patriot Jet, and but yeah, and I love running backs too. Like that's my favorite position. That's what I collect mainly is running backs.
Crazy, their stuff and receiver stuff.
Yeah, no.
They're skill players.
Yeah. And I notice a lot more receivers seem to be higher priced than running backs and stuff. I think it's because of the way running backs are nowadays. You never have like just a every down back anymore. You just got three-headed attacks, like you said. Thank New England for that. Oh, Bill Belichick, but
Genius.
But yeah, I think Najee Harris he's going to be one of those that's going to come out, and I think he's going to tear up the league. Unless he gets injured or something. But from the way he's been looking in the preseason, I know it's preseason and that's not no guarantee, but he just looks like one that's going to come out and just kill it. And as far as quarterbacks, I don't know. I don't know about Trevor Lawrence, man. I don't know, especially being over there with the Jaguars, and ATN getting hurt.
Well, Urban Meyer, really no NFL experience, but I mean, look at any time his career that he's faced adversity, especially like coming off Florida with T-Bone on them, and
Yeah.
he knew that whole team was pretty much going pro, and he was going to have a couple rebuilding years. You know, then he fakes heart attack.
Yeah.
Right now, with Travis Etienne going down, with a knee injury, and he's going to be done for the whole year.
Yeah. And he out like 16 weeks or something like that?
Yeah, so pretty much the whole year.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't start off good or do anything, like, I feel like he set himself up perfectly for one of those fake heart attacks.
Oh, exactly. I need to spend more time with my family. Yeah.
I need to spend more time with family.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he lives right over here.
Right.
Jacksonville, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially too, like he made a statement though with that locker room cutting Tebow because Tebow was the one that kind of projected Urban Meyer's career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was a good coach at Utah or whatever, but Tebow was the one that was a little gonna do whatever, never gonna
yeah.
Whatever. Like that put him in the spotlight because he's already like a Heisman candidate at that
yeah.
point, So I mean, it put Urban Meyer more in the spotlight, and then he won back-to-back national championships. Like I feel, and correct me if you disagree, but with college football, like all you need, I feel, is a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
And if you have a decent quarterback, like you're automatically playing that.
Oh yeah.
To play Alabama in the championship game.
Exactly. Yeah, because NFL though, you got to have more than just the quarterback, and
yep.
I mean, you see that everywhere, whether it's Cleveland, Jacksonville, something like you can draft the top quarterback, and they may be amazing in college, but then they get to the NFL, and it's just not the same.
Injuries or anything like that, but like that's what I saw with like Fields. Fields is playing like his first game or whatever. Second and third stringers, like, oh, the game is moving slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're playing like in college athletes where
you were just playing against them,
The Bills, and that guy came off the edge and just blasted him.
Yeah.
It's still slow.
Yeah.
He was getting up slow. That was the only thing slow in that play.
Yeah, I still like Justin Fields though. I think he may turn out to be pretty good, and then Trey Lance doesn't look too bad, at least from what I've seen so far from him over there in San Francisco.
It's hard because it's all that preseason.
Yeah.
Like same with Mac Jones. Like I think not diehard Pats fan, but my thing is like watching them in preseason. Like I look at mannerisms, and I'm not ever going to compare Mac Jones to Tom Brady, but when he was up at the line, he's doing hard counts.
Yeah.
And he's checking the audibles and the Mike linebacker, and then he's calling audibles to switch up the play off of what he's seen. Like that's kind of how Brady's made his career at the line. Seeing the defense. Obviously Brady's seen everything coming at him, but just that where Cam Newton for New England, for example, he might do a hard count, but then it's like a hut. Like I really don't see him checking plays or whatever, that much at the line of scrimmage, and I think that's where the jump is.
I don't think Cam's ever too invested in playing. I don't.
I mean,
I think he's too worried about his fashion.
Well, I mean, yeah, like I can't say what's gonna go through his mind or his heart there, but I mean, everybody loves him in that locker room.
Yeah.
He's devoted when he's in between the lines, like he's having fun out there dancing around, but he's devoted to that team. I mean, I think he knows it's inevitable.
I think he's out there to win, but I think he's one of the. When he loses, he can't fix it. When things start going bad, he makes it worse because he gets pissy. And just like in the Super Bowl he was in, I don't know. That's the Super Bowl. That's the whole thing you worked your damn career for to get to, and like you can't even attend. You make a business decision during the Super Bowl. Like I get that it is a business, and your health, you could get hurt on a play trying to recover a fumble, something like that. But that play right there just kind of.
But wasn't he down by like 10 points with like 2 minutes to go or something when that fumble happened?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean, you have to.
But it's still a Super Bowl, man. I mean, you worked your ass off to get there your entire career. And then you get there, and then you're just gonna be like, let me protect myself,
The first quarter, I mean, I think he would have probably done, but no, I still agree with you with not diving on.
It's like, because you never know. With 2 minutes left, I seen some crazy shit happen in the NFL with
Yeah,
2 minutes left, you know?
no, I got you. Definitely, but they say he still had to march like 80 yards down the field on a stout Denver defense. I'm not trying to give him outs on this.
Yeah.
It sounds like, but like, yeah, he was definitely uphill on that. Yeah, you have.
I mean, that's the game where you give everything, you know?
I agree.
I mean, in my opinion, but I mean, I'm not a professional NFL player either, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I think it's easy for everybody to see.
Yeah. But it's just, it,
There's live action. You have people having people coming for that ass.
and then the way, I mean, yeah, I get it. He deals with, media and stuff like that all the time because, being pro athlete and especially a quarterback, but he just seems to get so pissy and irritated, because it's not going his way, so he just, yeah, F everybody and walk off.
I think he knows that I want to say his time, but his starting time in New England, and especially if Mac Jones is progressing the way that he is. But like I said, like tonight's game at 6, Mac Jones is going to go against the ones.
Yeah.
After week 1, I want to see. I wish last week he went up against the ones, but I'm excited because I mean that's it. I mean all week they're playing the Giants, and the reports out of that are that he's just picking apart that Giants defense in those joint practices. But I mean,
Yeah, it is the Giants defense too, though.
yeah, I know, but like still, I mean it's.
But yeah, I mean, hey, you're still playing against NFL players, so yeah.
And then watching last night's game with the Bucks, man, Tom Brady, I mean, he's not the greatest, but I mean, that offense, like their first drive was a 3-and-out, but that second drive that they had, he did like a no huddle.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man. Like, I don't know how you're going to stop that offense. Because I think he started off throwing the first pass to Antonio Brown, then he went 2 to Mike Evans, and then he hit Godwin over the middle for like 30 yards.
Yeah.
Like who do you stop when they do no huddle? Because you have to have like 2 great lockdown corners.
Oh yeah.
For
yeah, because even if you got 2 lockdown corners going against 3 of those receivers, that caliber receivers, Evans, Godwin, Brown, then you got to throw in Gronkowski when he gets back out there in the season. I mean, it's ridiculous.
and honestly too, like on the second drive after that one, and they were doing the same thing, and then they're at like the 30-yard line, Texans, and like kind of no huddle, same look, and all of a sudden, bang, he gives it to I think it was Ronald Jones. Could have been Fournette, but I think it was Jones, and he just busts a 30-yarder.
Yeah.
Off to the side because they're just getting picked apart on the pass. Like I think Brady went 10 for 10 in his first 10 passing attempts.
Damn. Yeah.
Or from that second drive, but they like 10 in a row. So they were all probably thinking he was all over because they were eating them alive and bang, run play 25 yards to the house.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough to stop that off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll be going to Tampa.
You going to the season opener? Yeah.
They'll be
Y'all playing us.
what was that?
I said we're playing against y'all in the season opener.
Yeah,
Dallas and Tampa.
Tough one. I mean, but it'll be a good measuring stick. I mean, I think Dallas has a lot.
Yeah, the offense is stacked. The defense is the one that's always been the issue for us. But I think they got some decent players now with Trayvon Diggs. It'd be his second year there. He did great last year as a rookie, and then we picked up Malik Hooker, and he's been looking good in preseason. And he brings a lot of that physicality that Dallas hasn't had for a while on defense. And then we picked up Micah Parsons in the draft, and he's looking real good too. He's just so high energy and fast. He sideline to side. He's kind of like Sean Lee was whenever he was on the field.
6 games every year.
Yeah. Yeah, before a hamstring or a concussion or something. and then they still have Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith, and I like Jalen Smith. I do think they kind of overpaid for him, but I still like him. He's still
he's usually always healthy and plays almost every game.
yeah, he plays our game. He just ever since that when he came out of college with that drop foot or whatever he had with his leg after he had that injury, it took him a while to come back. So he's still kind of, you can see him lag every now and then, like it still bothers him here and there. But he's still a good player. I like having him on the team.
And then the linebacking core that you guys are pretty solid. It's just I think the secondary was always your
secondary was horrendous, man. Yeah, because we did have like it seemed like all the ones we got, they were good where they were at before we got them. Like Brandon Carr was pretty good, when we brought him over here, and then once we got him here, it seemed like he got burned every play, and then anybody that they did bring in or draft, they just didn't work out too well, and then the only one that was pretty decent during that time was Orlando Scandrick, and they let him go, and I think he came back for a little bit, but
no, I think even I just think there's going to be a lot going this year. I mean, obviously you're going to have like teams that are always going to be like that Final Four, like the Chiefs, probably Tampa now.
I know I'm biased, but I think Dallas is winning the division, the NFC East. Yeah. So
I can see it. I mean, like you had quarterback, I say issues really, but they just got Gardner Minshew, Jags, Jalen. I mean, he only played a couple games last year. Towards that game. So who knows? But he had a chance to. I think wasn't it like coming into last week, like whoever won. I think if they beat Washington, they would have been in the playoffs. It was some weird scenario, and
it's usually always like that in the NFC East. So it usually comes down to the last week.
It was like 7-9 record
or
like that for them to get in. But I mean, he had a chance to prove himself right there, and it wasn't. And that was kind of like Tua. End of the season too. I think he was in the same scenario too, where they had to play the Bills or something. They got passed.
Yeah.
But I mean, and Bills were good starters. I don't know. But at the same point, you were hoping that they produced a little bit,
right?
In that game to kind of see future. But now they have a full off season. It was normal this year, so hopefully they can make that next jump. I mean, I had a couple rookie autos. One was a Phoenix. Both of them were actually Phoenixes. One was just not numbered, and the other one was a rookie patch out of 75. But I grouped those together for a Cristiano Ronaldo on the Horizons PSA 9.
Yeah.
Because I want to get a little more diverse and whatever. But the World Cup coming up, but
right.
I mean. Newer stuff is kind of low right now, and no one's really. Everybody kind of thinks he sucks. So I mean, if you want to take a chance on somebody,
I've been trying to pick up, a little bit here and there, base rookies right now, until I find something that that I'm comfortable with spending on a bigger item of his. But I got your stuff in the other day.
Perfect. Yeah.
Got the
shipping. I try to be the fastest shipping in the game.
Got the two Jordan Love and then the two Jalen's.
Yeah. If I get them out on eBay, especially, that's pretty much where I do all my business. Local shows. Still Whatnot approves me in the year 2040. I think
right.
Maybe approved by then.
Yeah.
But no, I try to get the shipping out. Like if you order it at night, it's going out the next day.
Oh yeah.
First thing in the morning, I'll try to get out there if I don't have any obligations, like work obligations. Or if you order at midday, if I can swing to the post office, I just try to get in people's hands, man.
Yeah, it's like, because you were messaging me, saying, hey, I'll probably go out tomorrow morning. I'm telling you too, because I ain't no rush. I know you're going to get it to me, because, we talk all the time. So I was like, I'm telling you, no big rush, for me, because, I know you'll get it to me. And then about what, like an hour and a half later, you're like, all right, it's out. And I'm like, oh shit, I thought you were waiting until tomorrow morning.
I live like 5 minutes from a post office.
Yeah.
That I live in, but like same time too, like I don't know. Like if you buy something, you kind of want to get it.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
Like on certain, especially cars, like always like feeding. Okay, order this once it's coming in.
Right. Yeah, I've always tried to get it out pretty quickly. As soon as as soon as I get payment, if it's there, I'll print out the labels and stuff, get it packaged up.
You're gonna get your cars before I get my fucking payments from eBay.
Right. Exactly.
So I don't know. Like I just yeah, going to you if you're Najee Harris rookie cards. Obviously like I'll probably dabble in some Mac Jones, but I'm not for buying his cards right now because I think the only one really out that he's in uniforms gold standard.
Yeah.
Those aren't like kind of really the ones.
Yeah.
And those prices on those gold standards, like when something first comes out, like that initial like couple weeks, like everything just skyrockets.
Oh yeah.
Like prices wise, and then it drops back down. And we saw that with Select last year when the hobbies came out. They came out like 14, then skyrocketed up to almost $2,000, and now like they're like 100.
Yeah, that's been another thing that's bothered me is I used to get in breaks all the time, because you could get in really good breaks. I'd be in breaks where it's a whole case of Topps Chrome. I'd pay like $35 to get into a case break. 35, $45 for a case break. Now that's what you got to pay just to get into a 3 blaster box case. And I'm like I don't. To me, that's why I haven't gotten many this year, it's because I'm like, I don't want to pay $35 just to get into a blaster box break, because you don't really get much out of the blaster boxes. You only get there's only what 7, 8 packs in them, if that, depending on what product it is, and then there's usually not many parallels or inserts in them either, so you don't.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, if I'm gonna spend $100, like I'm just gonna buy the card that I want out of that.
Exactly.
Be there maybe a little bit more, but I do get the urge to rip wax.
Yeah.
Do that stuff, so I might go get a blaster. I might get a box. I have my nothing back here. I have a couple cases, not cases, but like boxes of the contenders from this past year.
Yeah.
Just sealed in there. Just as like more of an investment. All the any cards that I bought, but I'm not gonna buy a Justin Herbert card. Like it was crazy for me this past year. Being around this forever, that like his base rookies and shit were going for like as much as like a Brady lower end rookie.
Yeah.
But this guy hasn't even had a career, and you're paying up to hope he wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3, depending on his
exactly.
For me, like I just don't believe in that. I'll get in like on somebody if they can prove themselves. Maybe 2 or 3 years in, they're hunting around. But like Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Like I had his stuff at 18. I bought 2 cards. I ended up selling them this past year, and then I sold one of the encased ones. It was a 9.5 out of 25 rookie cap pack. 2,500.
Yeah.
Sold that PWCC, by the way, someone over there. But
yeah, they bought one of my Josh Allen graded rookies. The auto one I had, it was the blue auto from Donruss Optic.
Okay.
That one I was telling you about.
Yeah.
I want to say it was numbered out of 75. And it graded Gem Mint PSA, and yeah, I sold that. They bought it. I want to say it was around $450, something like that they bought it from me for, right before the craze hit.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at the prices it goes for now, and I'm like, damn. I think it was either PWCC or Probstein, however you say it, Probstein bought it off of eBay from me. And now that I see it, I'm like, well, they made a nice little profit off that damn They
Yeah,
turn around and sold
but
it.
for sure. I mean, like that's what people have a hard, and that's where I come in too, having a hard time on some cars. Like I'll collect Brady's. I really don't like. I have a couple listed now. He's,
Yeah.
but I want to move into different other rookies.
Yeah, I seen the one you have up there. Isn't it the 8.5 one? Was it a
Yeah, that was the
BGS?
Black Diamond, and then SC 8.5, and then I listed Victory, the regular Victory, PSA 10, and I listed a metal in a PSA 10.
Oh, okay.
And
I thought you had a BGS one up there, but maybe I was thinking of something else.
SGC and PSA, and then but I'm trying to move from the PSA. I want to get more numbered Brady rookies like the Flair actually that have. And there's the Leaf certified because I just like numbered rookie stuff because
Yeah.
like today, like this past year in select, like I felt like everybody was pulling out bases of like all the hot quarterbacks, and there's so many influx.
Yeah, and it seems like hardly any of it's numbered either anymore
yeah,
either.
so I'd rather just stick to number stuff because it's like $2.99, and so I ended up like go over to basketball real fast. Like I had two PSA 9 prisms for Zion, just a base,
Right.
you know, and I kind of for like around 200, but like then I look at the pop it just but it became the number one
In the thousands. Yeah.
and so I probably had $400 into them. I sold them both for like 125 piece. I just took my loss and then I invested that into like a I can pull them out of here, but they were like a select out of 99, like a blue select out of 299, and then a hybrid this
Yeah.
but the pops on those are so low. Like I think the pop on the pop on here. See, this is the hybrid, but the pop count on this is like at the time I looked a couple weeks ago, it's like 61.
Yeah.
And this one was numbered out of 299, a PSA 9, and the pop on this is like 100. So I mean, yeah, numbered out of 299. So I mean, honestly, for me, like I was just kind of I was taking some losses up front and moving that money into other stuff.
Yeah.
But in the long run, if he has a good career and you know he's supposed to be who he says he is, like those cars are probably going to be. I'll definitely recruit that 100.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely.
Lost,
Yeah, I've been thinking about just getting like a lot of the Brady's I have, even like the base ones, prisms, stuff like that. Getting them graded just because I've been watching them on eBay and stuff, and they sell good. Even if you spent 20-30 bucks to get it graded, you can still turn around and flip it and make $100-$150 if it gems. Just off of a damn base card of Brady back for like the 2003 2004 years, and I have a ton of those in here and all in good condition. I only got one Brady graded right now, and it's just I think it's his 2004 Ultra Achievements insert card. I was looking at that, and
those are good because
yeah,
they're so old that you're not really coming across. Like I have a couple of old ones, and I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're
like,
good.
Old ones like that, I collect. So a couple years ago, probably 4 years ago, like those the Bowman Chromes in a 10 my buddy bought when I was living up in Boston area.
Yeah.
At like a Shriner show for like $2,000. I was like, holy shit! Back then, I was thinking like, wow, that's like expensive for a car.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd pull the trigger. Wish I fucking did. Because this guy was sitting up there.
Yeah.
All he had was a full case of all graded chromes, and I'm thinking like, okay, like these are gonna start pricing people out at some point. How high they're getting. So I started investing in other rookie cards of his, and I made good like at PSA Emerald, PSA Metal. I got it for like $200 in a 10, and all these ones, back then.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I just think at some point, like second year cars that you go, they're like just so old.
Oh yeah. Yeah. that Ultra Achievement ones I got, it's a PSA 10, and I'll look around every now and then, just look on eBay, see how much stuff's going for. What is that? I know I think there's only a pop 37 of it in gym,
That's what I'm saying. It's perfect.
and it brings a pretty nice little price tag on it, and at the time I only paid, because it's before PSA, shut down and all that jazz. I think I paid $8 to get it graded through PSA at the time, and that card, I've had that card. I think I pulled it out of a pack in 2004. Back when it came.
What was the last time when you checked? What was it going for?
I seen what a few of them went for. I want to say for like $400 or $500,
Damn.
and then
Yeah.
I see somebody has one listed right now. They have it listed for $12.99, but I don't know if they'll sell it for that. But it's the only one I see listed right now. But I've seen a lot of the recently sold ones. I want to say they're around the 400 or 500 range.
I think.
And the mint, even if you had a mint 9, they were going for like 150. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been buying a lot of the 2008 Topps Chromes, like the refractors of his.
Yeah.
I just bought the X Factor and a PSA 9 that should be coming. It says Monday on eBay, but like, I don't know. Like even the 2013 base Prism, second year for when they started doing football cards.
Yeah.
But even like newer ones, like his stuff's really never gonna go down.
Oh, I know.
I have all of his second year stuff, Hobby Master.
Yeah, that's why I like getting. That's why I've been wanting to just start getting his stuff graded. Whether it's base, whatever, or just the base parallel stuff like that. Because I got a bunch of the gold Super Bowl heroes out of the classics that they're maybe around $8-10, raw. But I'm like, you get them graded. I mean, hell, if you can fetch $150 from them, I mean that's a decent return on it. And all his stuff's gonna sell no matter what.
Yeah,
Even if he does have a shitty last season, he's. It's like Joe Montana stuff, stuff like that. It's always gonna sell pretty decent.
You come into saying that like Mahomes, if he won this past Super Bowl, I think he had a chance to break this, or get up close to that Super Bowl record of that Brady sent for player. But with Brady beating him, I mean, it's gonna be tough.
Oh yeah.
That's like and God forbid, like you have to stay healthy for that as well too.
Yeah.
Mahomes looks great scrambling, but I mean, if his offensive line is anywhere near where it was in that Super Bowl, man, he's gonna have.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if they can get that fixed, I still see him being one of the ones that's gonna be there in the mix every year.
Yeah, I think 3 or 4. I think the Kansas City is gonna have that balance. I don't know if they'll be successful. They're gonna have that long range that maybe that 15-20 year span that New England had.
Yeah.
From 2000 to 2000, like it's especially Andy Reid and Mahomes, like it's a perfect combination.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's all about health.
Right. Yeah, that's
you saw what happened with their offensive line was all hurt through Super Bowl. They made them look like an average team.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so that's how I'm with Dak, since he got injured, last year. Like we just fell off the off the map last year.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of Red Rocket, Andy Dalton.
Yeah. Hey, I liked him too. I thought he was going to come in and not really, miss a beat,
Cincinnati, like he just never got really.
He only had one player, and that was AJ Green. That's all he really had over there.
AJ Green was kind of hurt.
He's one of those that would get hurt every year too, or he'd be out 4 or 5 games or something. But whenever he had AJ Green, he lit it up with him.
I think Burrow's gonna be fine there, but I just don't get.
They got a line issue too, so.
Yeah, I don't get their front office though because the offensive line, they had a perfect. They could have got the number 1.
And they draft a receiver, his Jamar Chase.
What's great is we're gonna get you a shit ton of wide receivers, You only have about 1 second to throw the
Exactly.
ball.
Just flick it out there.
Like the fucking linemen are the defensive ends and defensive lines, like pretty much like they snap the ball. He just catches it and they're already like in his face.
Yeah, and I think that's what Dalton's issue was here when he took over for Dak was our line got decimated too. You know, Tyron Smith was out and Zach Martin was out, and you know, so he didn't.
Who do you think's going to be the final four in the NFL this year?
NFL, I think
Let's say two AFC, two NFC for
in it, NFC, my final two, Tampa and Dallas.
that is their little favorite.
Yeah, those are my two NFC championship game right there, and then the AFC it was going to be the Chiefs and the Bills.
Yeah, I'm kind of similar.
I have
I think the Bucks are gonna be there because that's pretty much like the championship game is pretty much like the Tom Brady invitation.
Yeah.
You know, so I think we're gonna have the Bucks there, but I do think the Rams with Stafford at helm, and they already have a decent defense. I think there'll be Bucks, Rams, and the NFC playing.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at the numbers that Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp put it with like a.
Oh yeah, I love Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp.
Like I think they're gonna have great seasons.
Yeah, with Stafford over there, I mean, he's just gonna be flinging it around.
And McVay's offensive schemes and everything, like it allows him knowing that he has a.
Yeah, and then they just picked it. They just traded for Sony Michel too, so they got him. And then I like that boy Daryl Henderson too. So I think that 1-2 punch with them two, that'll be pretty good.
Physicals, you know, like I would say Rams for me.
And then the Rams definitely have a defense with Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, and stuff. So yeah, they got a good all around team now that they finally shored up, you know, quarterback. Like I said, I don't talk bad on Jared Goff. I mean, I think he's a decent quarterback, but he's not a Matthew Stafford, you know.
And then the AFC, like you, I have the Chiefs obviously because they're open. And
yeah.
But this is the one that I have the problem with because I do see what you said with the Bills. And me being a New England fan, it's painful for me to say. But I do think their offense is going to be a little bit better this year.
Yeah.
Especially with the keys that they added from wide receivers. But I think New England can give them problems because we have two lockdown corners. And now we have a better front seven. So I'm just not okay handing them for
the
East Division. But what I do think would be another hard team on paper, I think they have the best team in the league is the Browns.
Right.
You know, and they played the Chiefs hard. I think it came down to a fake punt last year in a wild card game.
Yeah.
Our divisional round where if I would say how that game was going, if the Browns got that ball back, like, you know, they might have been in the AFC.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure on my little predictor sheet, I think I had Cleveland winning their division, making the playoffs, but
well, you can't count Steelers out because, like you said,
yeah,
they would not be back there and they have, you know, good running back, and then
that's a tough division too because they got Tennessee and Baltimore also. So or not Tennessee, Baltimore and Cincinnati. Yeah. I meant to say, yeah.
I don't think Cincinnati's there yet.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but Baltimore too. Like this is going to be another problem because J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, he got
a knee injury carted off yesterday. So
yeah, and they let Mark Ingram go. He went to the Texans, I believe.
But they still have what's his? Gus Edwards? Is it Gus Edwards?
Gus Edwards, yeah.
So they still have him back there, but still, like that's an offense that's still around, but they haven't really done too well.
My thing with the Ravens is receivers. I think their best receiver is Mark Andrews, and he's their tight end. You know, so I know they got Marquise Brown, and who else do they have? Marquise Brown.
I thought they went free agency. I pulled up. Not free agency. They picked some.
my damn
no,
team.
they have Sammy Watkins. That's what it was.
Oh, Sammy, yeah.
Sold on Sammy Watkins because Sammy Watkins, like, yeah, he lost a lot of weight from when he was up in Buffalo and went to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, like, he kind of hid in that offense, as in, like, you had more people concentrated on Kelsey and
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
So he was kind of like, they're going to be more focused on him, and then you have a quarterback that is actually pretty accurate in Holmes.
Yeah.
One that may be a little more sporadic with the ball placement. So
exactly.
I'm curious, but I don't think I don't know. I mean, their defense is always good in Baltimore, and
yeah.
I mean, but you saw what happened with the Chiefs.
Yeah, and then you got
Mahomes is gonna put up points.
Pittsburgh. I mean, even Big Ben's looking pretty good. Like, at least in preseason, and they're tied in. You seen what is it, Firemouth or Firemouth?
Was he on Penn State or something?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not real sure how to pronounce his name, like Firmouth or something like that. But yeah, he was looking good. I think he scored 2 touchdowns in the. I don't know if it was the last one or the one before that, but he had 2 nice touchdown catches. And then Big Ben went out there and he was just flinging it around, kind of like how you said Brady was, just march down the field.
Yeah, I agree.
And then with Najee Harris back there too.
And like even too in the NFC, like you have Green Bay. Like Green Bay, I feel is always in the NFC Championship game. I think that's like a thing with Green Bay is that they're pretty much either host the NFC Championship game or in it, but it's pretty much like a rite of passage. Like, yeah, you win your divisional games, you play Green Bay, then you just go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they got a lot of drama going on there though right now. So I don't know if
I don't know if there was drama. Like I think Rodgers play. I don't know if he'll stay after.
I mean, I know he's going to play, and I know he'll play his ass off. But how does that convert with the rest of the team? Like all the drama that's going on between him and the front office. You know what I mean? Like the rest of the team. Like
I think once the season starts, to get back into normalcy.
Yeah.
And it looks like the front office has made some good faith attempts to get him happy with bringing back like Randall Cobb and everything.
Yeah. So, did Randall Cobb go back over there?
Yeah, he went over there.
He did?
Yeah, they traded for him.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the front office trying to make like a good faith attempt.
Yeah, because he was here with us for a year, and then he went over to Houston last year. So yeah, I didn't even know he went back over there to Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's so wide open, but with any season and any sport, man, it just comes down to health.
Yeah.
And if whoever can stay healthy, I think, out of those teams, they have the best shot. And I don't know. I think it's gonna be good. And honestly, I'm looking forward to a lot of these cards coming out this year because I think this draft class this year, all the quarterbacks, whatever. I think it's just going to be a good draft class.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to probably purchasing a couple of boxes. I'm not sure yet. Just to hold on to.
Yeah.
I'll just buy my Mac Jones.
Right. That's what I was saying. Mac Jones is one of them that I'm trying that I'll probably start, investing in, and then. Like I said, I like Justin Fields. I feel like everything's.
Who's your sleeper from this draft that you're like? I mean, we're going to be giving away little secrets here, but right now we don't have a big following, so who knows if they make it? Roughly an hour into our broadcast here. But who's a sleeper that you're thinking like has the best upside that
rookie wise?
Yeah, rookie wise for this class. That and I'm not talking like the big names people. Who do you think has the most upside? That you will buy a card or something?
I'm looking at Justin Fields. I know he's a big name, but Justin Fields is one of them coming out and just being one of the top ones out of there. Trevor Lawrence, I don't see it because he's I don't know. I think he's already flooded in the market. But Mac Jones is one because to me, I don't think he was that big of a name out of all the quarterbacks that were drafted ahead of him, um, him and then what's that? Yeah, I can't think of his name. I just went blank on his damn name. Go ahead, throw out yours. Let me think him on again.
Yeah, so this is where I'm going with like sleepers that he's probably not going to play for 2 years or so. But the biggest one that I'm amped out of, and he hasn't had a good until last night. He hasn't had a good um, preseason so far. Is Kyle Trask out of Florida
Oh yeah,
quarterback? So
yeah,
so for me, like I feel like he's under the radar. I've been buying a lot of his Florida autograph stuff down here. One because I'm a Gators fan, and even if he doesn't pan out as well, he's always a Florida Gators great down here. So I could probably move them at a little had to, but I think he's set up in the best situation possible for a quarterback. Like he's not coming into a dumpster fire. He
yeah,
doesn't have the weight of the world on his shoulders like a Zach Wilson will or Justin Fields or whatever, where he can actually learn from the greatest quarterback of all time in the film room, take his time, develop him, and then in 2 years from now, sitting on the bench watching, actually getting a feel for the NFL. I've never played in the NFL, but just through experience and not being rushed into a situation, I think he is one I'll invest in his rookie card because I don't mind sitting on it for 2 years,
yeah,
so or whatever. But I think he's just set up, I think he's in the perfect position.
yeah, and yeah, sitting behind Brady, learning from the greatest. All the other quarterbacks that have been under Brady have done good. Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, he did good over there. Studying under him, even though he's not that hasn't been that great over in San Francisco. But
Quarterback, I would say average quarterback.
yeah, I mean, but
He's not
a lot of that has to do with his team also.
Still Rivers level.
Yeah,
Like I still think, I still think he's average.
yeah. I think
He's a lot worse in the NFL than him.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But I know one sleeper that I like. There's two of them. Elijah Moore, the receiver for New York Jets. What did he come out of? Ole Miss? Is that where he came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ole Miss, and then for the Broncos, Javonte Williams. I think he'll be pretty good. I know they're both second round picks, but
That's I think where you can make the most because right now, like on a field card or especially Trevor Lawrence, like you're already paying up like for that first Super Bowl in those cards.
yeah,
Like you talk about like that's my favorite thing on eBay when I see like people price a card out on like a rookie for like fucking twice what they're going for.
yeah,
It's like invest. I'm like, well, you just took all the investment out of it with that card.
right,
So at the end of the day, you have the card, and that's what you're comfortable letting it go for. That's fine.
yeah,
Like, but I just hate the people that try to like. These are the flippers that are trying to like scam people. Oh, invest.
yeah.
It's like,
But they're selling it for the top price they can. Yeah,
Yeah, you're already pricing in like a Super Bowl and stuff, and that's where like the murder stuff. I've had a hard time investing or buying some of this stuff besides like the bases that I pulled out of selects.
yeah,
That like I'm not okay with paying up for. And yeah, I think from last year, like he had talent. It looked like he can play in the league. I mean, he was firing the ball, strong arm. Let's see what his sophomore year is. If he has a good year this year, then okay, like he's figuring it out. But I personally, for me, in my opinion, I don't like paying up.
oh yeah, yeah. That's why right now when I'm looking at cars to buy and stuff, I'll jump on it for like this rookie class. I'll buy like couple bucks here and there for some of the base rookies because when you start throwing out those graded ones and stuff like that, I mean, like you said, the prices are astronomical up here, the Super Bowl prices, and I'm like, so I'll get some of the base ones, and some of the cheaper parallels that I can get off, fairly decent to where I know if they do have a good year, I can turn around and make a little bit of profit off of it.
Yeah, and I agree with everything you said. Is that like at the end of the day, you got into this because you love sports, you love the hobby, and And at that, like, I feel like you're more of a collector
Yeah,
than like
I am. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. Like I collect Brady's. Obviously I said a couple listed sell at prices that I'm
yeah,
comfortable letting go for, but that's just to move those to get into different Brady's. Like kind
exactly.
of realign the collection like you would a stock
Yeah,
portfolio. And I do have other cars here that like Mayfields and stuff. Josh Allen's that I'm not a collector, so I'll hold on to them.
yeah. Like I still have
And flip them, but
I
like
still have a pretty
yeah,
decent amount of the Josh Allens, like,
yeah.
because I think I only sold two of the Josh Allens that I had,
Mhm.
that I got graded. The other ones I don't have graded right now. That I still want to get them graded.
Yeah, I'm waiting for. I had that Josh Allen. I sold that encased out of 25. I have a Baker Mayfield one that wasn't graded. It was raw,
Uh huh.
so I sent that in to STC. Um, seeing what that comes back as. That should be in any time.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm looking at doing right now instead of buying a lot of the stuff that's going on
Yeah,
right now with the prices and stuff. I'm just looking to try and get stuff graded, and
yeah,
just work on that, this because I got a shitload of stuff just sitting around here that, I can be getting graded using my money on that instead of, stuff that I know I can turn a profit on after I get it graded than,
yeah, yeah.
paying outrageous amounts for graded stuff right
Big
now.
Riley's in here. Big Riley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got the dog bed set up over in this corner.
Oh, yeah. I like that, the Boba Fett helmet over there.
Oh, this is the Mandalorian one.
Oh, is it the Mandalorian?
Right next to that, yeah. People will probably be pissed because like took them out of the black. They're the Black Series ones.
Oh, yeah.
They're like the collector's ones, and people are like, "Yo, I don't take them out of the box." I'm like, dude, I display stuff, man. This is
Yeah.
my office. This is what I want to do. I have a Darth Vader one. It's actually
Yeah. You paid for it too. Do what the hell you want with it.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
along the ceilings I have, like, and then the Redskins and the
Yeah.
I mean, on this wall I have a Brady home jersey and then the Manning uh, white jersey over here. But
What do you got above the door? The closet door?
those are all Star Wars.
Oh, is that what it is?
All original comics are all graded.
Oh, okay.
I have the 9.4 in the middle here.
Yeah.
This is the first one that ever came out.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and then the other ones up there are all key issues.
Yeah.
So like the yellowish one next to that one is the first, the Boba Fett
Yeah.
first appearance or whatever. That's in a 96. And the local comic shop has. I got these years ago for like 50 bucks.
Nice.
I was just kind of whatever, but the comic shop had one like 9.500, and I was like a 96. It's perfect.
Yeah.
You're not gonna really see too many 9.8s, and you'll never like see a 10 in comics.
Yeah.
But I just like Star Wars. I just wanted to.
Yeah, I got a lot of I went into the Disney store one day, and they were having this massive discount sale on stuff, like clearance stuff, and they had a bunch of Star Wars figures and stuff like that. So I picked up quite a few of them and just stashed them away. I'm like, 'cause I only paid like $2 a piece for them. Like they were so discounted. I was like, hey, just pick up. So I think I got a Kylo Ren and couple other ones, stashed them away, and then me and my youngest daughter will go over to when we go down to my mother-in-law's down in East Texas. There's a going through the little towns, they got the antique shops and stuff like that. There's this one. They have a whole back area that's just boxes and boxes of comics, and we'll go through there, and all the comics are like $3.99 a piece. So we'll go set, and they have tons of them and they're all in good condition. They're all in the with the backboard and the cover, pouch that they go in.
The next wave. I think comics are like gonna be that next big pop.
Yeah,
I know they're already valuable as now, but I think like that. I don't think that they were as popular as like last year with that book.
Yeah, and now you got all the comic movies out. It's like every other week there's a new comic movie, series on TV and stuff. So
I think they're the next. big wave. And that collector's con that's down here in Tampa next weekend, like it's anything pretty much mixed. I'll probably put some stuff live on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Walk around and stuff, but
oh yeah, definitely.
But I think if we can get this going down here, like it's gonna be a very good opportunity for like a national, but it's like every quarter. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like Dallas, to be honest with you, but it's over on the East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wanting to go to the Dallas one, but like I said, we just had so much going on. Oh, it's only like 20 minutes.
Oh, fuck. I gotta go over there. I can hang out with you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that far at all. Yeah, we're just right up the highway from there. About 20 minutes depending on traffic. You know, could take you an hour. Just depending on traffic, what day it is.
Like downtown, like if I have to go to the other side of Tampa,
Yeah.
somewhere on the Clearwater side, if I have to go to the other side of Tampa during rush hour, dude, take anywhere 30 minutes.
Yeah. That's how Dallas is, you know, because if there's one wreck, you know, you could be there for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And
this is going to be a tangent, has nothing to do with our podcast or anything, but I don't understand how you can get a fucking accident on a highway because all you got to do is drive straight, you know?
it's because they're dumbasses.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just pay attention to the cars in front of you and shit.
Man, what? Nobody obeys. I mean, you know, like yield signs. They don't know how to merge.
No,
you know,
in the lane, I'll be like stacked against the guy in front of me.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and then like people are trying. I'm like, no, stop. I'm like, dude, fuck you. I'm not moving.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I'm like, dude, I'm already tight in. Like, where are you going?
And even if you have a clear lane where there's no traffic, it's just, you know, you're flowing. You got these idiots that are coming up on the merging lane, the on ramp. They don't look for the people in the right lane. They just expect you to get over and let them on. And it's like, nah, you gotta, you know, if you read your damn driver's license test, you're supposed to make your way on, make your best judgment, not just merge in because you're there, you know. And people here, they think just because if they decide to use their blinker, they think just because they got their blinker on, they can get over. It's like, I gotta notice your blinker first, so you know, like
they're like door to door with you, and
and they start merging over, and I'm like, what the hell? Or we have the people that on a 4-lane highway, I'm like, y'all drive this damn thing every day, and they're on the furthest lane over, and then they just want to cut over, you know, in front of everybody, not, you know, or they just don't want to miss their exit. I'm like, you can't just go up to the next exit and turn around instead of causing, you know, a tragedy just so you don't miss your exit. Yeah.
My favorite thing is if it's like a stroke, like construction and one lane's closed or whatever, and they merging over. My favorite thing is I will just fucking get in the center of 2 lanes if that's it, because people will just want to zip up to try to get.
Yeah, they wait till the last cone where they can get to, and then they get over.
And the 2 lanes, I get in the middle, man. Like, my thing is, like, I'm not more important than anybody else or anything like that. But some people drive like that. Like, dude, you're all the way in the fucking back. You can wait.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else.
We've been waiting just as long, so.
Yeah, like you're not more important than anybody else in this fucking line.
Exactly. They think they are, though.
Person, but you give me behind the wheel of a car.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not an aggressive driver. Like, I just
drive. Yeah.
I think, but like, I just get so pissed off with people.
I do too. Like when I'm in traffic, because man, I'm like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. You know, I'm paying attention. I'm watching for, you know, that's why I don't get in the damn wrecks. You know.
Concert from like one of these car manufacturers. Drive time or something.
Right.
Like 15 minutes off.
Hell yeah.
Maybe Topps Chrome with their new Formula One stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know?
You're right. Oh yeah.
I mean, I think everything that I want to talk about on this list,
yeah, I think.
I don't know if there's anything else that I want to touch upon.
I mean, I know we talked about the Fanatics deal when we were going over stuff last week. Just to kind of go over it again, since you know nobody really watched us last week because we weren't alive or anything. But you know, we got the Fanatics deal. They're supposed to be taking over what 2026.
Yeah, it's like 24th, 26th, depending on I think or whatever. I
Yeah.
think they scooped PA too.
So so my thing with it is I'm excited for it because I feel like Panini, yeah, hey, give props to Panini for cashing in on, how they did, but it seems like it's the same stuff every year with Panini. It's there's nothing really different.
I think they shot themselves in the foot the past couple of years, like expanding. Like Select used to be great because like those variation print runs, like there were so few of them.
Yeah,
I think Sports Cards Investors said something like it was like maybe 16, then 18, then 30, then 50, then last 2 years is 150, and this year is like 300.
yeah.
So I think that they do too much at times.
And I think they go crazy with the parallels. Like that's what I was telling you. I was like, to me, personally, I get tired of looking at the same damn card 100 different times. It's just got a sparkle on this one, a different border on this one, but it's the same damn card.
Yeah, and I get like the names too, like it's like Blue Skull, Blue Wave, Blue whatever.
Yeah, I know. And they're a lot of times, if you're gonna do all that shit, put that name on the back of the card.
Yeah, exactly.
Like to where you're sitting there trying to figure out, you got 50 blue versions, and then some of them still look the same, even though one's a scope and one's a circular or something like that. It's like they which one's which.
Like, I think like if they just went more simplistic with it, like it's gonna make it harder.
Yeah.
And then you're not gonna have all these print runs, and then I think that drives the price of the cards up. And I think even the base cards too. Like I feel like in Select this year, like no matter what box you got, I think I got a fuck ton of quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even the base one, I just like you're just flooding the market, man.
Yeah.
You flood it too much, like everything loses value. So I think if these card companies would be like, hey, like on these things and colors and print runs and like, I think some are like 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Like if you bump that like 1 out of 10, like and then bump it up, like I don't know. Like
to me though, on the parallels, and let's just say even the autographs. Say you got you got one of the autograph versions where you got, let's say, Optic. Optic, you got Aqua autographs that are numbered out of this. Then you got blue, red, stuff like that. You got all these different parallels of the autograph, but you got one that says 1 of 1. Okay, you got 1 of 1, but you still got 1,000 other autographs of the same damn card. They just have a different color. Does it? To me, I don't see the value in it, like, because it's not really a 1 of 1 autograph because you still got 500 other autographs of the same product.
I agree. I think the 1 of 1 should be like a different photo.
Yeah, should be a different photo, a different color pen, marker, something like that.
I think they should take their time with that 1 of 1. So it's fucking Gem Mint 10s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how many 1 of 1s have you seen that?
Encase them or something, like all the 1 of 1s. Have them encased or something.
9.5, 10 or whatever. Well, I think encasing might be a little bit hard because I think you could probably feel it.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But I just think like they can probably make it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Pokemon for those years. The older versions, the packs, like some are weighted heavier than others. But
yeah.
You get the pack, they're pretty much weight, so you can't tell. So I mean, I imagine there's some type of way that if they did do it in a case,
yeah,
you could do it. But at the same time, too, like you could probably feel that smooth on the side.
Yeah.
But I imagine they can ridge the sides of that thing.
Yeah, they could do something. I mean, they did it with patch cards. They put in the spacers.
Just take your time with that.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a 1 of 1. Like, I feel like it should be pretty much an immaculate card with.
Do you get what I'm saying though with the value of it when you got 1 of 25, but then you got the next parallel that's 1 of 299. Like, to me, now you got 279 of that same autograph card. It's to me that's not very rare to me, because even if I didn't get a 1 of 25, I can get a 1 of 299 or something.
That's where I think because I've seen this Baker Mayfield that I have is the die cut orange prism.
Yeah.
And then I had the another one that year, but like the die cut I actually paid a little bit more for because it was team color. It
Yeah.
wasn't much more. I got them when the market was down. I think I got that one for like two. That one's number two, maybe like two around 250. And like a blue laser I got for like 275, which the pops are low on both of them. But or vice versa. I don't know, whatever. But like it wasn't as rare. I paid up for a little bit. One because it's number, but two is like team color match. So I think
Yeah.
team color match, even if it's like a 249 and another one's like 149 like pink or 249 is orange or whatever. Like, I think the color match is gonna play more of a role.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't. I know what you're saying though about it's not like the true 299, just the color or whatever.
Yeah. It's. I mean, I'm not saying I don't. I'm not gonna get them. You know. I mean, I like them, but when I sit there and think about the stuff, I'm like it. The way the pricing is so different when it comes to them. Another thing that I know it well. I had it right there. It had a brain fart, but
But yeah, like going back to like the fanatic stuff, and then whenever you think of yourself, it comes back up. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. But like I'm big in like doing stocks and things of that nature. But I like sports cars because it was like a tangible investment for me because I can actually feel it. I can't feel the stuff.
that and something you enjoy also. Like
Yeah, so I'm hoping like fanatics and shit they don't go like more digital because I know NFTs are a big thing now.
I don't get that. I mean I get it, but I don't like stocks. You're investing in a company, or something like that. Like a digital card. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
That has no physical card going with it. I don't get that. Like,
Yeah,
go create your own on Photoshop. I don't. It does. I don't know. It don't make sense to me. But
I agree with you. Like I think I like holding it, changing bullets, displaying on the wall. What am I gonna do if it's on the computer? Have a fucking
yeah, and even if you sell it and it trades, you make money off of it. I get that, but I don't understand. The value to the person. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do with it? Pull it up and put it as a screensaver or something? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
like, I just like the tangibleness of the card. Hang on, take them to a card show. Um, I just hope that they don't go.
well, because like the NFT, just like speaking of the cards, well, what's that one? Where they made the video? It's the LeBron James dunk video.
Yeah,
YouTube,
it's,
like you can get online and see it anywhere you want to, but it's selling the NFT of it sells for like outrageous money. Like what?
yeah, so NBA
Why?
shots. Like I got into that, and I have a buddy that's very big into those. He's big into like that. I don't like talk down to anybody.
Yeah, I'm not talking. I just don't get it.
Yeah, like I just not my thing. Like I just like holding a physical card and going to a card show. Like, but if that goes that direction, what are you gonna go to a card show and just have a bunch of people on
Yeah,
the table?
just walk around, show everybody your phone. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
do this for this. Like I don't know, not for me. But like I do. Like, just like business, you got to innovate or you die. So I understand.
Yeah, and I look. I was seeing something too. It's called what is that? The Collectible app. Where you can buy percentage shares into like graded cards. You can.
Oh yeah, okay, I got you now.
You can buy like $5 shares and a lot of the cards that they throw on there, it's like I seen them, but in the pricing, I'm like, where did they get this pricing from? Like a card like a PSA 4 of Willie Stargell or something, something like that, where it's like in the millions. And I'm like, when did that card become a million, $5 million card to where you have thousands of people paying $5 a share for it. And then, but they do get buyout offers for them. So I don't know where it.
So this is you just reminded me of something. My buddy sent me a text earlier this week. Heritage Auction Sports. They got a full raw Gaudi collection.
Uh-huh.
Whose grandfather worked for Gaudi.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I mean, that thing's gonna be unreal.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm very curious to see what.
And who is that with? Heritage Auctions?
The Heritage Auction.
I think they're here in Dallas.
But yeah, they got a full Gaudi collection.
I think that's where they're based at, is here in Heritage. I mean, Dallas.
Yeah, and Larry LaJoie, he has 2 of those cards. It's gonna be. I'm very curious to see where that goes.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. That's pretty.
What's your favorite set? From that you've been collecting, is there a certain set that you like above all others? I'm not even talking about like modern. It can be like just.
Yeah. So honestly, like I don't really. But I have to say, like I've been collecting a little bit more. I've seen 2 different things. I do like the Panini, the rewards on the horizon that they came out with this year.
Yeah.
I do like those because I feel like they're very undervalued. I actually have, since I sent out a tweet or put it up on Instagram on my storyline.
Yeah.
About how I felt like that was so undervalued compared to downtown and kabooms and stuff. I did see those prices starting to rise a little.
Yeah, they are, because I was looking them up just after we were talking about them and stuff. I was looking them up.
I think I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was like 3 weeks to a month ago. I said that, but I still do like those sets. I think they're clean. The only problem that I do have with that set is nothing with the collectors or anything, but it's the print lines like towards the edges.
Oh, do they got a lot of print lines in them?
Yeah, you'll see like one just kind of with.
Yeah.
And it's right towards the bottom, like a border. At first, when I first saw a couple of them, I'm like, man, did they make like a nice like kind of 3D type of border? And I was like, no, that's probably print line.
Yeah.
But if they made that like a 3D border, actually, it's hard a little bit more. But
I think the On the Horizons one, their value right now is kind of where downtowns were when they first came out. Because downtowns weren't that as big as they are now. Because I think I got a Calvin Ridley downtown off of eBay for like $6, something like that. And I turned around, it graded Jim through PSA, and I turned around and sold it a couple months later for I want to say like 150, 175, something like that. But yeah, now you look at them and those downtowns are crazy price now.
Like you said, like I don't really like buying this meeting. So there's a couple cards that I've done that with because I was random times day on like day off. There's a CD Lamb case for like $100. And then I literally, as soon as I got it, I put it up.
Yeah.
Like, because I just knowing that stuff, like it was understood.
Oh yeah.
But take that money and buy more Brady stuff with
exactly.
it. Yeah. What about you? What set or whatever would you?
I do like the downtowns, but I like Optic. I know it's just the base set, but I like Optic. The set period. I like the cards that they have. To me they're pretty clean. I've just always liked Optic. It's since they've come out, it's nothing special. It's just I like the cleanness of the cards but I like those, and in baseball, Topps Chrome. I've always liked Topps Chrome.
Like in hockey too, if I had to say a set. Like I like the 05, 06, like the Ovechkin year, like in Lundqvist, I have it like the SPXs.
Yeah.
Like the jersey patches and stuff, I do like that. Obviously you have the Young Guns are.
Yeah. I like Unparalleled too. Unparalleled's nice, and I like them too because they do put it on the back of the cards which variation it is. Like if it, if it's a parallel or something, it'll tell you lime green on the back or, something like that.
I like two sets that I always like for football that I gonna kind of wrap this show up for this week. Um, I do like the Phoenix auto for
Yes.
football, and then I just feel like it's a little more animated with the characters or the players or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to say it. Like it's not like cartoonish, but it's. I don't know.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, the Phoenix is good. I like Phoenix a lot.
And then I also like the illusions.
Illusions. Yeah.
They don't just because it's something different.
Uh-huh.
But
How you like those Flux, the Chronicles Flux? I think those are pretty decent cards.
Look like I'll have to look at them because
I don't have very many of them. I think I got one, or I did have one laying right up here where it went. But I got a few of them out of a Chronicles break.
Okay, I got it.
I think they're pretty cool cards. Just something different. Not.
Yeah, something. Looks like it is kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it that kind of attracts me to it. But I also have some weird taste too on some of the cards I like. My favorite all-time set is 1989 Score Football. I love that set. Just it's a basic design, but it's I don't know. I just like it, and I like a lot of the old school look, like Gypsy Queen,
I like Gypsy Queen.
Topps Magic and stuff like that. Just like older vibe looks. I like those a lot too.
Yeah, I like the Inceptions too for baseball.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. I like good just.
Origins is pretty dope too. I like Origins.
I agree, and like even this year, like the mosaics, like Brady mosaic, like I don't know the stained glass stuff too.
Yeah.
I do like that. I don't know, but you got anything else to talk about for this week? Because what we're gonna try to do is every Sunday for the time being, and then we'll pick up. But at least for every Sunday, we'll kind of touch what happens weekend and different things, maybe cards we bought, show them here.
Yeah.
Card news, but we're gonna try to do it. What time?
Probably around. I think we're talking about like 10, around 10 on Sundays.
11 Eastern.
Yeah, 10 Central my time, and then
11 Eastern. And then we'll probably try to keep it to like an hour because then you have the NFL game.
Yeah.
NFL. So no, we'll do it. Any feedback of what we can improve upon or what we should divert our attention towards more? Just leave them in the comments. And then this week was kind of heavy football because of football season, but
yeah,
we'll definitely start.
And it's our first episode too, so we're still trying to blend stuff.
Trying to get a good balance rhythm.
Yeah, and we're gonna be trying to blend everything, whether it's sports cards and sports news too. So, and then every now and then we'll get on like we did with traffic, get on a little rant about some everyday life stuff. So
yeah, but I mean, it's stuff that people can relate to.
Yeah. And every now and then we may throw in some other stuff, some
and see random appearances probably about my dog.
Yeah. You may have my kid jump in a damn video here or there. Yeah. But yeah, well, and maybe even go a little bit more into comics too. I
don't really know too much about comics.
I don't either, but I do from reading them and stuff. I was big in them as a kid.
Bring them in on one of these weeks, and kind of discuss. I just have these because I'm a Star Wars fan.
Yeah. I was a big Marvel fan, so yeah. I know more about that than any other ones, but and then like I said, my daughter gets into them, so that's something I'm trying to get into more with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we'll definitely keep bringing more, and like I said, all the y'all can follow me at Instagram on Calvary Sports Cards, and then your Sports Cards Junkies for
on Instagram, and then YouTube would be the same for me as well. And
Yeah, same with YouTube here too. With Calvary Sports Cars.
yeah,
I don't have anything on there
appreciate the
except one
feedback.
video right now. So, but
Yeah, well, we appreciate the feedback and you know what we can improve upon every week, and then we'll do our best to try to just continue and get better and better every week.
yeah, and if anybody's watching on the live streams, if y'all see anything like whether it's audio, something like that that's not working properly, frames, all that stuff, just send us a shout and so we can get it fixed. I'm gonna review my recordings to see what's going on, make sure everything's on point. But yeah, if y'all see something that lacking or whatever, just let us know. And we appreciate anybody joining in. And like he said, just send us some comments. Anything y'all want to see or hear about. So
Perfect.
we're
All
good.
Right, well, we'll see everybody. See you next week.
All right, take it easy, man.
See you, buddy.
All right.